Previously in the anime, we saw that Prime Minister Godwin was behind all the slave trading, and additionally, he was colluding with the forces of an enemy nation. So Scarlet, Julius, and Leo devised a plan to capture him from his abode. They infiltrated the slave auction to catch him and all the nobles who were participating in his illegal business. But when Godwin tried to run away, a soldier was waiting for him at the rooftop to save him. At least that's what Godwin thought. But it was the prince of that enemy nation himself, Alfalme Vanquish, who came here to dispose of Godwin and bury their connection. But Scarlet didn't let him and sent him flying miles away. Now she had her sights set on Godwin to turn him into a punching bag. But that's when he revealed a really shocking piece of news. He was doing all this according to Terenezza's plan because she's a reincarnator from another world. That was surely not what Scarlet had anticipated. But Scarlet was more interested in punching him senseless. Godwin had an ugly face and a baggy body. No wonder a punch lover like herself couldn't hold back. So she thoroughly used her time power to make every punch extra strong for herself and for those who suffered because of Godwin. But then, using her power made her hair turn black, and Julius came right on time to help her out. Then others arrived too. And right then Godwin shot, and Julius took that bullet to save her. It just made her go completely nuts on Godwin. But her punches weren't working due to that pendant from the Palmia Church. So Scarlet took it and avenged Julius. But Julius wasn't dead yet. He still wanted to live to bother Scarlet for the rest of his life. Then the news went viral from early morning and Scarlet became extra famous. But she was enjoying getting a new pet for now. And on the other side, Terenezza went to the prison and used her charm to get past the guards to meet Godwin. She didn't got there to bail him out, but rather to kill him as he served no use now. Then later on, Julius and Leo heard the news, and they already knew Godwin couldn't have killed himself. So all their suspicion went to Terenezza and the Palmian religion. There are two major religions in the kingdom, Palmian worshippers of goddess Palmia, and it's led by a merchant, and the other one is Dianism, that is centered around Saint Diana, who has the power of exorcism, where every once in a while, Dianism holds a ceremony, and this time, Scarlet is going to join them. Just mentioning her name makes Julius remember her face. There. So he thought maybe he should ask for her hand in marriage. She is really amusing, and now that she has a dragon as a pet, she has become even more unique. Her friends attacked her thinking she was an enemy, but they apologized and went in to talk. The three of them are besties, and they came to check up on Scarlet. And right there, Julius came to have a talk. It appeared something serious. So Scarlet went on ahead. Julius came to inform her about Godwin and Terenezza. That girl is a mystery that even Kyle doesn't know very much about. As for Godwin, he's dead, and Scarlet had already heard about him from Leo. So that was it. And after that, Julius took some time to spend with Scarlet in her rose garden. And there she asked him why he put his own life at risk. Julius couldn't come up with a straight answer. So he told her how his father had showered his mother with gifts and valuables. But none of that made her agree to marriage until his father gave her a handmade flower crown. That's why Julius did the same to convey his feelings. But in the end, he messed it up again by saying he liked her as the most unique and amusing toy. Poor girl. That was one way to lure her in and ditch her right when she was over the moon. Well, after that, Terenezza disappeared, and just a month remained for the ceremony. So Scarlet steels herself to protect Saint Diana. But first, she wanted to go to the hot springs for a little vacation, and Leo had a hard time believing her. But for some reason, she goes on a little vacation every year at the same time, so Leo had to give her permission. But Julius came crashing in on her day off. Scarlet was clearly hiding something, and Julius decided to keep it that way for now. But putting that aside, Julius informed her that after Godwin got caught, all the neighboring kingdoms are on the move, which indicates something big is about to happen. But right now, they arrived in the religious quarter of the kingdom, where both Palmian and Dianism reside. The Palmian Pope, Sargon, is a corrupt merchant, so Scarlet lit up at the thought of punching him. But before she could even enter, those Palmians closed the door on Pope Sargon's order. Even though the prince of the kingdom was with them, they didn't budge. They even sent a Palmian inquisitor to deal with them. But his filled belly and well-made ugly face was tempting for Scarlet, so she was all ready to punch him. But first she let Julius do his work. He sweet-talked the guy while recording all his nonsense on a magic device for proof. And after that, Scarlet took the stage and blasted her way through the doors. Only then they realized it was Scarlet the mad dog noblewoman. So the soldiers fled in fear, but that pulp dog remained there. And Scarlet landed a strike, yet he received no injuries, meaning he had the same pendant as Godwin. So Scarlet sent him on a space tour. And only after that, the soldiers from Dianism arrived. They apologized for arriving late, as they were having trouble dealing with Palmia as well, showing that Palmia is scheming something too. But in the middle of that serious discussion, a joker appeared to lighten the mood. Dios is a free spirit and a headache for the captain. And he seemed to fall for Scarlet and proposed to her on the spot. So she got ready to thrash him, but his senses were sharp and he lets go of her hand in time. Then Julius stepped forward to back him off, so the other members had to drag him away before he made things worse. Then they headed to meet Saint Diana and discuss the pilgrimage in a private setting. But Julius realized he should have brought a chaperone, because Saint Diana is actually extremely bright and dislikes anyone touching her except her beloved big sister. Anyway, the pilgrimage is about to start, and it happens once every year. It started 3,000 years ago when demons wreaked havoc across the kingdom. To save the people, a saint appeared and created a barrier around the borders. But after she died, the gem holding the barrier started weakening. And that's when another saint appeared, and she was named Diana after the previous one, giving birth to the religion of Dianism. And right now, the green-haired girl is the current Saint Diana. During this pilgrimage, the saint has to purify the gem to maintain the barrier. But Saint Diana had lost her power and is only a figurehead now. It truly hurts her feelings, but she hides it well. After she left, Scarlet told Julius to be careful with his words, because the girl is really bright and truly adores Scarlet, as Scarlet is the only one who treats her like an ordinary girl. That's why she asked Scarlet to call her by the name Sonia, which her father had given her. When Sonia first lost her power, she was in complete chaos. But it was Scarlet who helped her through that difficult time, so she prayed that their departure would go smoothly. From early morning, a grand parade was organized to send Saint Diana off for the pilgrimage, but suddenly a massive blast shook the entire area, throwing everyone into panic. It was coming from the Palmia Cathedral, so Scarlet immediately rushed there and smashed the statue of their goddess to stop them. And that is where the video ends for today, so stay tuned for its next part. Until then, enjoy some other recaps just like this one. So take care.